Hello everyone, let's get this show on the road. I just need to, as per normal, just pause the things that we don't really care about. Mostly because I don't need to see my own stream through Mixer, and I don't need to see it through YouTube either. That's what you guys are there for. Okay, that is sorted. Let's transition this across. And that should have my glorious, beautiful face in. Okay, with our Necromancer Walken, we're going to be revisiting because this is going to be a bit of solo gameplay. We are going to up things to Torment 2 because at the end of the last episode, we were able to run a Torment 2 equivalent rift pretty successfully, I'd say. So let's hop on in. Now, the plan for this evening, I've heard rumours, pretty verified rumours, that there is an inordinate amount of rainbow goblins in the upper realm of the Cursed Fate. So we're going to be spending a lot of our time this evening going around and looking to see if we can find these darn things. Right, we've got bone armor, we've got revive, we've got army of the dead, and we've got command skeletons. That's our main thing, and also the mages. I remember how this one goes. We don't have blood rush, so we are not going to be anywhere near as fast as speed running at it, but I won't turn down the opportunity of finding some more. Well, finding some rainbow goblins. If we could get the cosmic wings, that would be absolutely amazing. Realistically, not a huge amount of chance. Hey there, falling upwards. My stomach is filled as well. I've had the chance to jump in the shower. I feel less manky than I did when I got home. And for me, that's always a good thing. Oh, why are you sorry? You got nothing to be sorry about. Alright. Grab, 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 grab. This is definitely not going to be a speed run, but we can have a look around. Now, obviously, because we're level 70, we're now getting Paragon levels, but we still don't really have much in the way of equipment. We've got this, which is cool. But we want to get the two-piece Jessiel's scythe and shield. Ideally, as quickly as possible, but I mean, you know how these things go. Let's grab some more bone armor. Alright, it's not looking promising up this way. Yeah, I'm not setting my expectations too high. The chances are pretty low that... oh my god, look at that. The thing's actually running off the edge. The chances are pretty low, but there is at least occasional goblins that we wouldn't have access to otherwise. Oh my god, he totally just legged it out of the way, right. That gives us quite a lot of gems. I think probably what we'll do is we'll alternate between having a look at this area properly. Because, okay, if I bring up the map, I suppose we could have a look a little bit more just in the other direction as well. It's only really worth looking up to the first transition point, I believe. But, you know, we can still try. So we'll alternate between doing one of these and doing a rift, and doing one of these and doing a rift, and doing one of these and doing a rift. And that'll keep things interesting and keep them moving as well. As far as our chapter objectives go, we've still got to craft a level 70 ring or amulet. We could probably do that now. We've got to replace a property at the Mystic, and we've got to kill Malthael. Well, we're not going to kill Malthael on Torment 2 at the moment. So let's head back to town. Bastions keep stronghold. And we'll do it from here, actually. And we'll hop into a rift quickly. In fact, we may as well salvage all of that up. So, gone. Let's go to Shen, actually. So, Shen, let's have... Well, it might be better than Halcyon's Descent. We do actually have a ring that we could try and replace. So yeah, let's do that. There we go. It's the little things that count. And that is actually going to be significantly better. We're going to lose Bane of the Powerful, though. 15% more damage without needing an elite pack is almost certainly worth it. We'll salvage that up, and we will put the various gems and things down. In fact, we could still put it in there, can't we? So, yeah. Salvage that. Back to Shen. I should really pay attention to what I'm doing with this. You know, for planning, or planning for... Right, so that one is plus 100. That one is plus 62. We'll swap it over into there. Halcyon's Ascent. Eat your heart out. Okay. That gets dropped off. We've got all of those. And into a regular rift. Very few, but we will be one of them. Let's get our skeletons in on this fight. Now we've got some revives. And we get the big hitters in. Oh my god, don't make me run away. It just seems like a bad idea. Bad idea for everyone involved. Let's get some unconventional warfare in there, because I think that's going to be a good idea. We're about to gain another level. There we go. Well, let's have another mage. I still really, really don't like these arcane beams this season. I don't know if it's just the Necromancer that I'm having trouble with them with, or if it'd be the same for every character. But there does seem to be more of them, and they fill me with a lot more fear. Yeah, it's true. I could reroll the life on hit, but I'm not that keen on spending the death breaths at the moment. When we're likely to get something better quite quickly at Torment 2, anything will be better than that. That was really only just for the season journey objective. Oh, actually, no, you're right. I should do that because it's on the Mystics thing, anyway. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling with the Necromancer. It's like the mage, but squishy, but not squishy, but squishy. It's a really weird feeling about it. Still, it's all good fun, and that's another Death's Breath for us. It feels like permanent glass cannon mode at times. That's what it feels like. Still, as long as I remember to actually do things in the right order and keep up my bone armor, it should be a lot better. Nothing worse than dying to a preventable problem. Let's get some unconventional warfare in here. Ooh, a two-handed sword. We will have a look at that, certainly. Right, what is the RNG giving us? Let's put that in there quickly. And yeah, that was all the points we needed. Right, so we have the Grandfather. It does a little bit less damage than our combination. Hell of a lot more toughness. We're going to obviously just salvage that up. Ignores durability loss, just like your Grandfather does. Yeah, that's entirely it. I mean, if you build specifically for toughness, then obviously you're sacrificing potential damage in everything. So it's always going to be a bit of a balance. Unless, like, you're going for like a Thorns Mancer, but I can't see a way of that working properly. Other classes do Thorns so much better. I know, that weapon makes you sad, doesn't it? Good job on finding 2 primals of it, though. You may as well... Well, I say you may as well just salvage them up. I know you save them in order to try and... remember the fact that you found them. But really, they're not worth holding on to. At least something like Blackthorn's actually has extra abilities on it. That, it's just a big-ass sword. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a big-ass sword. But at this point, I want something better. Definitely want something better. Oh no! One of them was found yesterday. So sad. So topically accurate as well. But so sad. Definitely not the fastest rift run ever, but it's not going to be the slowest either. See, it's 10 to 9 on a Friday evening. I'm wondering where everyone is. America should be... Well, actually, probably America's out drinking. It's probably the right time for them to be going to the pub after work. The UK is probably still in the pub at the moment. We'll get that Paragon point assigned in just a second. I see the big one down there. Juggernaut, so we want to get him killed quickly if possible. There we go. Gone. Gone like a song. Ah, there's a different one. Alright. Well, let's get some unconventional warfare in on this one. Hot. Between that and the mages, it's a pretty solid way of working. Let's put this Paragon point in before I forget. A bit more movement speed. We do love movement speed after all. I do love that your ghosts actually go through walls. It's a really nice touch. I mean, they could just walk around like everything else, but they have the ghost AI. Of course they have the ghost AI. But I mean, they have the ghost AI from the other ghosts that you face, like the enraged phantasms and things like that. We don't want to move on just yet. There's still a hell of a lot for us to explore in this area. And it's being pretty kind to us, so... Let's head on up round this way. And I could make this more efficient by just actually focusing precisely where I'm putting my bone spikes, but... we all know I'm not brilliant at focusing. Come on, get a mage out. There we go, Paragon 18. Not exactly shooting up the levels, but certainly doing all right. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm used to them being about 3 hours behind, I think. No, it would be 4 hours behind. It really depends on when time saving happens. Yeah, daylight time saving, but of course everyone's on summertime at the moment, so it's all much of a muchness. Okay, let's put that Paragon point into cooldown reduction. Get more of that unconventional warfare going is the plan. Yeah, it's a good thing to do on a Friday. Any form of entertainment is always pretty good. Well, someone died and they weren't even above the surface there. That was quite a showing. And it is nearly Rift Guardian time. Who have we got? We have got... the Crusader King. Get a couple of mages in on this. And there he goes. 2 Greater Rift Keystones, a Death Breath, and a Forgotten Soul. Alright. We'll head back to town. We'll sort out all this tosh, and then we will go and look for more goblins. So, Auric, first of all, we'll talk to you. That gives us a little bit more resist all. And then we're going to come up to Hadrig and salvage up what we have. Yeah. Goodbye. And here we go again. Right, so once again, Upper Realm of Cursed Fate. We're actually going to get the map done properly this time. Damn illusionists. They're always annoying. Come on, finish off that little bit of map. There we go. I can't stand it when there's a little bit that's left open like that. Okay. Hey, look at that. Insufferable Miscreant. Unique chest armor. That was worth the trip. So that is gold skin by the look of it. And you know what? It's better than what we've got. So we'll totally wear it. Chance for enemies to drop gold when we hit them. We're just going to, well, be hitting everything. Hey there, Snake. Hey there, Dark Shadow. Hey there, Wallafreed. Enjoy your time with your dad. Well, actually, you can't hear me say that because you've got no audio, but... Oh. Yeah, let's not be in that. That's what I mean by it looks like it's gotten a little bit crazy. Poor Templar just, like, trying to stand in the middle of it and dying horribly. We'll get those. No, I'm in a good mood tonight. I was just playing some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds in between feeding the cats and sorting some stuff out around the house. And the first game was pretty sucky. Because of a loading bug, when I was in third-person view, I couldn't actually look around up and down. I could move, like, the camera left to right, but I was stuck aiming forwards, even though, like, my person's face was moving up and down. Very, very bizarre. But the second game, I ended up winning. It was pretty close at the end, to say the least. I mean, I nearly died so many times. But when it came down to it, I didn't choke. And that, in itself, is a huge thing for me. Getting used to the pressure environment of solo PUBG is... It takes a toll. It takes a time as well. Okay, we're going to go back for another Great Rift. Let's hop on in here. So that's put me in a good mood for the evening. Let's get some unconventional warfare in here and some resurrections. Right, that's you gone. Definitely storming through this rift. Oh, we got some shielding dudes. Okay. Hopefully they're not going to last too long. What with their damn arcane beams. There we go. Gone. Now, I know that this isn't a particularly difficult level at the moment, being only Torment 2, but considering we've not really found anything yet, any worthwhile equipment, this is a very good build for just being able to push through to start off with. Yeah, it gets you up to a pretty reasonable difficulty level and keeps you mostly safe. And being mostly safe is probably about as much as I can ask for with the way I play. And we've permanently got like 18, 19 minions in between us and danger. Or helping us with danger, I should say. And we're about to even get... There we go. Oh, conduit pollen as well. Alright. Let's run around and see what we can kill quickly. Now, the thing is, we've got just about enough health to last more than one spark from this, but overall, it's going alright. Let's just move straight on. And now we can work on getting those extra revives back. There we go, back up to 10. We do have unconventional warfare ready to go, but I don't want to kind of waste it on these guys. A little bit unnecessary. Especially when they're dying so quickly. I mean, damn. They are going. Well, no worries. I mean... There's always another time, and there's always going to be another place. And there is still occasionally, like, goblin-friendly servers, I find, that, you know, once you connect to it for an evening, you end up finding just an excessively large amount. So there's definitely something to be said for random number generators and getting a good seed for the server you're on. I should have named my other Necromancer weakness. Right, let's get some unconventional warfare in here. There we go. All the purple packs going down. Purple packs? Well, yeah, I suppose they're packs that generate purple orbs, so it counts. It's a valid thing to say that. In this specific situation, I mean, it's not like the special purple named mobs that you get. But you guys know what I mean. Let's back out of that just a little bit. Hey there, KD Sweets. Good to have you joining for the live stream. I'm pretty good. How are you doing? yeah, that's the important thing about communication. One of the things that I find with live streaming is I talk a lot. It's something that my brother's mentioned. It's something that you guys have mentioned. I like talking, but it does mean that every now and then, because my brain is racing ahead for other things to say, I will end up falling over what I'm trying to say at the moment in order to get there, which is fun, but not always particularly helpful. And also, when you're tired, you kind of get a little bit of brain fart as well. So, oh, hardcore barbarian. Good call. What plan are you thinking for it, KD? Are you going to go whirlwind, or are you going to go like crazy frenzy barb? Crazy frenzy barb would be good fun. Let's get unconventional warfare in on that. There we go. It's good to know I'm not alone. It's good to know I'm not alone with that. Leapquake. Oh, alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. I did think about making a Leapquake Crusader in between seasons before we knew that the Necromancer was coming out. I was actually considering running a Crusader this season and trying to make a Barbarian equivalent Leapquake build, you know, with Falling Sword and a bunch of other things. But then they announced the Necromancer pack, so everyone's getting to see Necromancer streams at the moment. Enjoy! Cool, we are, like, totally managing this. This is, of course, going to give us another gem. I haven't decided which gems or specifically which build I want to go for yet. Almost certainly we're going to end up with... Ooh. I suppose Enforcer would be a good one. Alright, everyone get in on this guy. He doesn't stand a chance. You kind of feel sorry for him a little bit. So we get an amulet out of that, and Menai. Alright, well, Menai's okay. Now, 15% chance on hit is when I hit rather than when my minions hit. Otherwise, that would be massively overpowered. So we'll carry on putting into here for now, just to level it up a little bit more. That's the flavour of time, I'm pretty certain. 60% ears and worth is pushing. We'll put the last two in over here. Flavour of time. It's okay. Let's head back, and we will put that point into movement speed. I would put yourself on master difficulty rather than hard, and run rifts at that level. That would probably be your fastest leveling. Although for your initial up to like level 20, just go to the Halls of Agony. The monster density there is much better than you're going to get in rifts, and your leveling speed will be much faster. Right, so Flavour of Time isn't going to be useful to us. We're going to salvage that up. We are, however, going to put this in here. And we'll salvage that. And then we're going to go hunt some more goblins. That would be my plan. In fact, that's pretty much what I did with this Necromancer. It's a solid leveling strategy. So we're going to the upper realm of Cursed Fate because we're hunting goblins. So far we've been here twice and we found a goblin each time. Not rainbow goblins as such, but just finding any goblin I would consider to be pretty good. Although with a sample size of 2, empirically, I can't say that that is like a guaranteed thing. It is way too small a sample set to be able to draw any worthwhile conclusions from. Good luck, KD Sweets. And let me know how you get on. I'm sure you're going to have a whale of a time with that. Leapquake Barbarian is good fun. I am going to try it at one point. I just haven't gotten around to trying it yet, really. I mean, we could go and kill Malthael. You know, drop the difficulty down a little bit just to make sure that we're not going to do anything stupid and tick off the season journey. Because with the season journey, so we've got to kill Malthael and we've got to replace an item. That'll actually give us the first bits of this. So the minions will be reducing the cooldown of Army of the Dead each time they deal damage. That in itself is probably worth us doing. So after this next rift, we will do that, actually. Actually start working through the season journey, you know, try and be logical and sensible about this. Well, actually, let's salvage up the 2 bits that we've got before we jump into this. Although it's a greater rift, so I probably didn't need to bother with that. Okay, greater rift. We're going to actually put this up to 15. Let's get some unconventional warfare right in here at the start. Not because we specifically need it, but it's good to, you know, use it when there's big groups of stuff around. Definitely worthwhile. Oh, yes. Yeah, so pretty much any ring I will quite happily grab, but there are some specific ones that are going to be very, very useful. Okay, pretty good start to the rift. You never know, I might even find an ancient one. Although finding an ancient one on this torment difficulty is not particularly likely. Actually, finding any item on this torment difficulty is not massively likely, but... Right, you guys at the back are annoying as hell. Let's get you killed with my skeletons. Power pylon? Hell yeah. Everyone do more damage. I do love the pylons and the extra little boost that they give you, and I like that the rifts have been designed around having them in rather than you know, being completely broken by the fact that they're in there. It takes a lot of careful balancing to work out how to do that, because they last long enough to give you that little oomph, but they're not completely game breaking. And also because there's such a different variety of them, some are more useful than others. I mean, I'm sure you will remember the number of times I've broken Matrix's flow by using speed pylons when he's built around attacking at a certain speed and he ends up burning his resources too quickly. Yeah. Yeah, anything that allows me to keep more mages out is going to be very, very welcome. And not only that, it can be used in so many builds, not just this particular one, but if I was to go blood mages as well. So yes, very much looking forward to finding that. at some point. Obviously not expecting it to be anytime soon, but oh my god, stop with all the frozens. There we go, much better. Let's get in on that one as well. Okay, now that all the meteors and stuff have stopped. Well, most of the meteors. I mean, there's still mortars coming in, but you guys can take care of that. Right, let's put that paragon point in to cooldown reduction quickly. Grab, 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 grab. Get some more revives out here as well, because I love that extra damage reduction it gives us. Ooh, speed pylon. That will be very nice. Let's grab that. Now we can run around like a loon. Just run into the mob screaming, ay, 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 ay. Only with less screaming, because I'm not really that much of a screamer. I mean, if I was to play a horror game, I'm sure I would, you know, squeal really, really loudly and really, really high-pitched, but just in general, not a massive fan. Right, while we've got this speed, let's try and get a nice group of things together. Here we go, these ones will do. Nope, that is a dead-end background before the speed runs. Ah, speed ran out. We are slow once again. Slow once again, my viewers. Yeah, that's entirely right. When Matrix is using his specific monk. And I don't do these things specifically to annoy him, but it is kind of amusing when one thing directly benefits one character and completely messes over another character. I remember with my Whirlwind Barbarian, before I had the paired blades, it was really, really hard managing my resource. You know, doing all the resource management, because the faster you attack when things were bleeding nearby, the more you would burn. And there's no two ways around it. It is what it is. Okay, we got Alone Tonight and Soloist and Mutilation Guard. All right, let's have a look at these. So Mutilation Guard we're almost certainly not going to use. 10% melee damage reduction is okay, but it's melee damage reduction, so you'd need to be right in the thick of it. We're actually going to carry on putting points in Bane of the Powerful a little bit. So that's up to 40 seconds. Hell, why not? We'll actually just carry on. 42 seconds. Okay, let's see what this is. This is the funerary pick, I'm sure. Oh no, it's the Black Death. Each different poison skill increases the damage of your poison skills by 51%. Okay. That's interesting. Not that we do any poison skills at the moment, but that could be worth saving for my other Necromancer. Let's head back to town. We will put that in the stash, ready for transferring across, because my other Necromancer does all the facial explosions. And Mutilation Guard, this can go over here. Okay. So, as promised, we're going to go and fight Malthael. Let's drop these bits all off. In fact, before we do that, obviously need to hand that in. Put those points in, and we're going to talk to Kadala very quickly about shields. that was a whole range of disappointment there. So that's better for you. That's better for you. And that'll do. The rest can all be sold. Okay. Right. So, for our objectives, we need to do this on hard difficulty or higher. We are going to drop straight down to hard. It feels a little bit overkill. We are going to burn through this. But let's jump in. Let's kill Malthael, and then we can put the difficulty back up. So, sorry, not High Heavens. We want West March. This should be a relatively quick run. Did you actually get anything? No. Let's get some minions in here as well. Don't mind me, just, you know, coming through. Just running through the area. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the one I was thinking of. Although I thought the phrasing of it was ever so slightly different, so I don't know if I just like completely screwed up and my brain farted the wrong information out, or if I was thinking of another item as well. But yeah, it's a pretty good one. So, mostly just making sure I've got all the essence that I need before we go into the fight. I'm going to try and not spend any before we get in there. And these guys can pretty much do everything that we need them to. Keep up, skeletons. Good boys. And girls, because I'm sure there's some, like, lady skeletons in there as well. Lady skeleton. With all the lady bones. Now, once again, sorry that the room is a little bit dark. I do have a replacement light for back there that's been ordered. I was hoping it was going to be delivered today, but unfortunately, things did not go in that direction for me. Unsurprisingly, that was relatively quick. Wait. Wow, that was really quick. Cool. Okay, well that's Malthael done. So the next one, we're just going to head back into town and we're going to re-roll anything with the Mystic. I am totally going to steal... Oh, amulet and an amulet. I'm in love! That is so useful for me. That is so good. And is this the S of Johan for my Templar? Oh. Right, well, he's having that. It reduced his damage, but totally worth it. And we're going to try and get a socket in this. So we'll probably re-roll the attack speed on it. And actually, we could re-roll the physical skill. No, most of my skills are physical skills at the moment. Yeah. So we'll keep that because that is actually really handy. We'll get rid of this. And there's the sockets. Season journey is complete. Right, let's go to Shen. We'll remove the gem from this. We'll put it in up here. And this could actually be cubed. I mean, in fact. No, it can't be cubed. It's one that can't be cubed, so there's no point. Hadric, learn this. And we are going to open up our gift. Helm and gloves. Not a bad combination because we don't actually have bits for those yet. It's a good step in the right direction. Obviously, these are not the best rolled ones, but actually the gloves are not bad. That is pretty good. I'm actually quite happy with that. As for the helm could be a hell of a lot better, but it is obviously adding a direct benefit to us. So let's salvage these up. We'll get rid of this as well, actually. Gone it is. Gone it is. And we're going to up the difficulty and then go back to hunting. And then we'll actually have a look and see what our next objectives are. So we've already done like 8 of 11 of these. Craft a gem of Imperial at the jeweler. That's easy. Kill Diablo at 70 on Master. Kill Sadir at 70 on Master. Alright, we're going to do these as well. So difficulty goes up to Master. And then we're going to go and take on Diablo. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Okay, so we need to drop this off. And we're going to, let's make an Imperial Emerald. There we go. That ticks off that part of the season journey. Let's make a better one. And we'll swap this over just so we get a little bit more damage, actually. There we go. So at least there's some benefit to what we've done. That gets dropped off. And we are now going to kill... In fact, Sadir is over here. We'll do Sadir first and then we'll do Diablo. The tooltip for this, at the moment it says your minions have a chance to reduce the cooldown of Army of the Dead by 1 second each time they deal damage. You gain 1% damage reduction for 15 seconds each time one of your minions deals damage, max 50 stacks. And each active skeletal mage increases the damage of your minions and Army of the Dead by 625%, up to a maximum of 2,500%. I'm assuming it used to say something very different then. Oh my god, I can actually see it ticking down. Ah, 200... Right, yeah. So that's a significant change then. Oh. Obviously, it's going to be a while before we get all those bits, but we're going to get the damage reduction at least in a moment. Come on, give me some more corpses to play with. I want more minions attacking you. Actually, I can ignore those arcane beams. I don't need to worry about that because I've got Countess Julia's camera. I still obviously need to pretend like they're going to do me damage. Otherwise, I'll get into the habit of it. But yeah, that does make sense. I'm with this ultimate one that I've got. It is possible to get 4 mages out at the same time, but I will be hard pushed. But still, if I can manage it, then it will be very cool doing that. But with the ring, that will make things a bit easier, I reckon. Alright, so Sadir is gonna go down. And not in the sexy way. She is going to die before my minions. Well, if your mind is your own, then come and help me liberate these others. Uh-huh. She's lurking, alright. She's lurking. They see me fighting. They're lurking. Yes, I can imagine. I'm quite lucky in that I generate more essence based on the number of mobs that I hit. But if you didn't have that, then it would just... I can't even imagine. It would be crazy. Crazy bad, not crazy good. Oh, damn, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, well. I guess we've triggered Army of the Dead again already. Still, they will come back quickly enough, I'm certain. Decay and rot indeed. Let's charge on forwards, everyone. Onwards! To the below! To the heart of the cursed. It's quite a pleasant walk, this bit along here. Other than the obviously, like, tortured demon things, but, they look happy enough, if you can look happy as a tortured demon soul thing. You! I wish to talk to you about my skeletons. Do you like them? No? Well. Fine. You could die then. So Sadir is dead. Let's go and kill Diablo. Yeah, it is possible to die. Not on this difficult. Well, on this difficulty, it would be possible, but I've dropped it down specifically just so I can do these objectives without risking my life. That's actually going to give me a lot of extra kits so that I can then push on to do the harder stuff later. So I'm just being a little bit careful, I suppose you'd say. Let's grab all these bits. We're not really here for that anyway. We're here for Diablo. So we're doing a wall hug until we find the way on. And we might get lucky and it may actually be really close by. Chance to be a fine thing, that's what I say. Chance to be a fine thing. Yeah, because we're tough enough that pretty much everything will just die. Still need to make sure we're not being idiots about it though, but our minions can just run through most stuff without too much difficulty. Grab that gem, get another couple of these, and is this the way? It might be. It's looking promising. It's looking less promising. Well, I mean, it may be down here, but... Did I just revive a treasure goblin? I think I've got a little revived treasure goblin. Okay. Paragon point goes in, and we'll try and kill Diablo quickly. I love the dramatic music when you reach the pinnacle. The Great Arch. The Crystal Arch. And the angry dude. Let's get unconventional warfare in on him. Yeah, totally just like mullered through him. Yeah, that mage just mullered the Shadow Diablo completely. Good job, everyone. Good job. Party in the back. Party in the back. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for that, we may as well claim Hadric's gift to our inventory. Gives us shoulders and boots. Again, useful bits because we don't yet have those filled with anything worthwhile. Increases revive damage by 13%. That's actually quite reasonable. Obviously, we're going to be looking for better ones of these as time goes on, but for now, we gain a 1% damage reduction for 15 seconds each time one of my minions deals damage. Up to 50% damage reduction. That is awesome. And we're on to the chapter 4 objectives. So reforge any weapon, that's going to take us a while. Key Wardens at Torment 4, that's going to take a while. Rakanoth at Torment 2, Magda at Torment 4. Greater Rift 20 solo, Kanai's Cube to upgrade, and learn 5 dual crafting recipes. Okay. Well, with each of those, there are specific things that need to be done, but we need to up the difficulty in order to do them. So let's do that now, and then we'll go and hunt some more goblins. Yeah, that's pretty much the way Diablo is. I mean, later on, when you're on the higher difficulties, he does last a little bit better, but we don't want to switch hero. We want to up the difficulty. What the hell am I doing? Right, Torment 2. And from these, I think we're just going to salvage them all up. Okay, right. So, for our various crafting things, we got 29 Death's Breaths, so we could try and make something, but it's probably better that we use those to put some items in the cube. But none of those items are going to be particularly useful. I mean, putting Countess Julia's cameo in there would be quite useful, but no, we need more better items. Let's go hunt some goblins. So, off to Upper Realm of Cursed Fate. Fine, I guess we're doing it down here. All the explosions done? Good. And we're already up to our 50% damage reduction. I mean, of course we are, because it's like every single time a minion deals damage, it refreshes the stack, but it does make you feel nigh on invulnerable. Yeah, it does significantly tick down Army of the Dead. If we can further reduce it, you know, get cooldown reduction on stuff as well. Then we can just have it like as an almost permanent uptime thing. Well, not permanent uptime, but it would be like get the mages out, get the mages out, get the mages out, and then unconventional warfare all the time. I just love the sound of that. Why would you use conventional warfare anyway? Okay, we're going to go back to town, and we're going to jump into a regular rift. Not massively lucky with the goblins that round, but I guess you can't have them all, can you? So anyone actually in this rift? There's someone. So that's unconventional warfare right in there. Oh god, we don't want to be in the middle of that frozen lot. Yeah, I mean it's possible that they've already hot-fixed it. It's possible. I mean, we did get 2 earlier, so it could also be that I've had my quotient of luck for the evening. What with the PUBG win earlier and finding a couple of goblins, it's not like I've been hard done by the RNGs this evening. RNGesus has looked down on me well. No, that was a mistake of a time to do it. Oh, Frozens, let's stand a little bit further out of all of them. Hey, Wallafried! We've completed Season Journey Parts 2 and 3, so we've actually started putting together our set for this. I'm actually thinking of upping the difficulty, because now we've got that massive damage reduction. We are beefier, let's say beefier. Although it's always a tough call between your kill speed versus the number of mobs you're up against. Yeah, decent number of goblins, just not the ones you want. I'm glad I managed to get a couple of goblins at least. Oh yes. Oh yes, I'm very much liking the feeling of this. Of course, now that we're immune to Arcane, we are getting all of the Frozens and Explodey face people. It's never the ones you want, is it? Never the ones you want. Oh, extra experience? Yes, please. Well, we're doing alright on the amount of experience we're getting at the moment. Obviously, this early in the Paragon levels, it's kind of what we expect, but we've done alright. 10 levels or so in an hour. Get the unconventional warfare going just so that it can start its cooldown. Teleporter, wormhole, waller, annoying bastard. That's what I read that as. Man, when they are so packed together like that, really, really get your essence back. Really, really quickly. Right, unconventional warfare. And splat. They are gone. Hey, and we're up to Paragon 30. Let's put those points in before I forget about them. You doing alright, minions? Yeah, good. I mean, it'll be even better when the skeletons are charging between mobs by themselves and I don't need to even think about it, but for now, very, very happy. And to think, once we get the last bits, every single mage that I get out is going to make everything do a hell of a lot more damage. That in itself would be incentive to switch to the non-nuking ones, or just, you know, keep them out, keep popping out a couple of smaller ones as well as the big one. No, it hasn't arrived. It was supposed to arrive today, but it hasn't arrived, so it's going to have to be Monday when it gets delivered to my office. Very, very disappointing. I'll probably find out that in the end they delivered it at like 7 o'clock after I'd already left, but you can never tell with Amazon deliveries. Normally they're pretty good. Right, we don't care about the arcane beams, so that's all okay. Now, as much as I did hear a goblin there, rainbow goblins can't spawn in rifts. So it's not going to get us any cosmic wings anytime soon. Right, you're dead. Greater of Keystone. Let's focus on this Juggernaut now. There we go. Everything becomes simpler. Now, there was actually that goblin, so I also want to get him killed. Where was that goblin? Up the top this way. In the middle of all that, basically. So let's get some unconventional warfare in there. Hey, and another Death's Breath. We are completely full of stuff, so we're not going to be able to carry everything back, but that's okay. The Death's Breath was the most important thing of that. Okay, back we go. Let's put this Paragon point in, and we'll hand this in. And we can salvage all of these up. Okay, with that rift done, we're going to go back and try and find more goblins. And this is pretty much going to be the theme for the evening. Yeah, I'm afraid it is still pretty dark here. It's frustrating as well because, you know, you buy something with an expectation that they're going to deliver it at the right time. And now I've got to wait an entire weekend. Ah, right. So, back to the high heavens, upper realm of cursed fate. I mean, it's good mobs that you get here, but it's not looking positive. Oh, I'll be sure to check that out. What does that do? Yeah, unconventional warfare just put a complete end to that frost. It's actually stuck in the wall there for a moment. Oh! Well, that would mean changing over to Devour instead of Bone Spikes. At the moment, I've got the Shadow Hook in there, so using Bone Spikes is actually increasing my essence amount, I suppose. It's hard to say what would be the most efficient. But yeah, I definitely take on your point. As far as chess pieces go, it will end up being, at the moment, the Rathma's one. And I really want the helmet to be the one that gives the unconventional warfare room to Army of the Dead. So it's all theory crafting at the moment until we actually get into the nitty gritty of it. Let's do a Greater Rift. Oh my god, there's a hell of a lot of these guys. Damn illusionists. Ooh, I see you. Channeling pylon. So this is pretty much unconventional warfare all the time. And constant commanding, and constant mages, and constant everything awesome, really. I don't know if it actually makes me that much more efficient, though. It's hard to say. I suspect it doesn't really, even though it might appear to. Oh yeah, so Death Valley is very, very, very good. But there's a helmet that adds unconventional warfare to it. As soon as this comes off cooldown, I'll bring it up just to do a comparison for everyone else. But 50,000% weapon damage is huge. It's butt tons. And that gets doubled because of my, well, over doubled because of my Shadow Hook and Maximum Essence. Hey there, hombre! Good to have you joining for the stream. Okay, so I can't even bring the skills up while we're in a Greater Rift. So for those of you that don't know the rune layouts, please bear with me just for a little bit. For those of you who are just joining the stream, welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. This is, of course, Season 11 of Diablo 3, and we're running through, doing a bit of goblin farming and rift farming for our Necromancer. Or trying to do some goblin farming. Semi-successfully doing some goblin farming. Of course, it's right next to the way down. Come on, give me something big. This'll do. Get all of these guys up as well. Nice and effective. Now, for unconventional warfare, it'd be nice to know how much each of those skeletons that appears does. And also, I'd quite like to know the proc coefficients of each of the Necromancer skills, because that's something that I haven't seen yet. I would very much change potential plans depending on how cool it is. Paragon 33! Alright, looks like we're moving on already. Let's put this point in to movement speed, as we would expect. Oh yes. Lots of mages. Lots of mages. And for singularity mages, getting more than one of them out is just like ultra awesome. So much single target damage. At the moment, I'm not even really bothering to get my skeletons commanded. Sometimes I do, but generally I'm not. So when it comes time to actually pick up that two-piece set, the Jessiel's thing, I'm going to have to decide specifically which rune I want to run with on it. Because, yes, it will be nice to have it constantly healing me, but at the moment I'm barely using that. Okay, that is not the way we want to be going. Let's head up, back round to the left. That's alright. And Rift Guardian time. So against the Rift Guardians I do, but obviously they're not particularly geared for standing up against what we're putting out at the moment. Wreath of Lightning, that's an okay one. I think we'll carry on putting into Bane of the Powerful for the moment. Hey there, Bellic. Greetings to you over in Spain. I'm in London, in the United Kingdom, as you might tell from my accent. But we've got people in chat from all over the world. So do say hello, make yourself at home, and yeah, stick around for a bit. Hope you are enjoying the stream. And if you've only just got here, thank you for saying hello. And thank you for coming along. Alright, we're going to hand this in with Auric and put that Paragon point in there. And then we're going to go hunting some more goblins. So once again, we back on out. And we're going to go straight back in. And across to Act 4, Upper Realm of Cursed Fate. What's funny, Wallafried? Or is that just me rambling on about stuff? Because, I mean, I know I'm hilarious. Oh. See, I do it and I don't even realise. I think it's because I'm, like, naturally a little bit evil. I say a little bit evil. I'm quite a bit evil, actually. That would be very, very cool. I would quite like a Rainbow Goblin run as well. Have not seen a Rainbow Goblin yet this evening. I've seen a couple of different goblins, but... I'm not... well, I'm obviously not farming them up as quickly / speed farming as you guys are, but... it is obviously nice getting goblins appearing, getting the extra loot drops from them. Right, let's head back and we will do a regular rift. So just a reminder on where we are with stuff. We've got Countess Julia's cameo. We've got the Season Journey Parts 2 and 3 rewards. We've got Bone Ringer. And we've got some other odds and sods that we've picked up along the way. So Rogar's Huge Stone, yeah. Goldskin, yeah. Yeah. Not massively brilliant. But, you know, it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. Unconventional warfare takes them down in a matter of moments. Oh, damn it, I forgot to double check the skills. Right. We'll do that just as soon as it's off cooldown. Because I did promise. And at the rate we're getting through things, it shouldn't actually be that much longer. Power pylon. When your armor can nearly do enough damage to kill things, that's when you know power pylons are pretty powerful. Right, let's just stand out the way of those Frozens for a moment. While we've got this power pylon, we're going to push on with it. But I'm not going to reuse our Ultra Nuke skill until we've had a chance to have a look at it properly. There we go. Let's grab these. Okay. So, Army of the Dead, Death Valley, Skeleton Armor knocks all affected enemies towards the center. That is very, very cool. I would get both of them together, or I would do Dead Storm and Unconventional Warfare and go for the set that doubles the damage of anything that you're doing with health damage. Although that would mean that it takes 40% health, which is like stupidly large. I'm going to stick with Unconventional Warfare for the moment, though, just because I find it more useful for target destruction. But situationally, both are very, very useful. And if you can get both together, even better. So Unconventional Warfare just completely nuked those guys. Let's grab that. Nope, this is the wrong way to go. Even the guardsmen didn't have anything. Alright, let's push on. Redo our armor. And Paragon 36. Or perhaps I should say Garrigan 36. I mean, it has been a full season, but I think we can still hold on to Garrigan levels. Hey, shoulders. Chances are I won't use them because obviously we've already got the shoulders that we want, but we could give them to our other character. So what's behind this door? Anything? Oh, we've got some more mobs and a chest of some kind. That's unfortunate, Wallerfried. I know that would be my main reason for being happy about finding a rainbow goblin. But I think it's like a 0.5% chance per rainbow goblin that you're actually going to find them. Ha! Yeah. You have played considerably more than, well, I think probably everyone I know combined. Okay, stab that, stab that. Mage is doing his thing. You know what, we'll just unconventionally warfare these guys to death. Lovely statue. Permanent blood fountain. Ooh, resplendent chest. Let's hit it and hope. Not lucky, unfortunately. Oh, an ancient spectrum. That's nice. I haven't found... in fact, I don't think I've found a spectrum in like any of the seasons that I've played. I know Matrix has. But no, I've not been lucky enough. Oh, with dexterity. That is the biggest troll ever. Yeah. Hey, here's an ancient item that you might potentially want. Oh, but wait. Oh, but wait. Saying that, though, I mean, mostly you get it for the transmog rather than the weapon itself, I'm sure. Unconventional warfare, destroying these fools. Oh, the transmog is so pretty. I'd love to be able to change the alignment of the gradient pattern that it's got, you know, so you can either have it going across the blade or down the blade. But that's probably a little bit much on the customization front. This way and then to the left. Yeah, the damage reduction very quickly rises up with this character. I wonder whether healing wells actually like heal your minions, because I know they can only survive a certain number of hits. Would that actually refresh it, or I'm guessing probably not, because they don't really have health in the same way. Oh, we are actually quite full. All right, let's see what these shoulders are. Max 20 stacks. That's pretty good, though. I mean, that's up to a 600% increase in damage for it. Let's head back to town and we'll put that ready for cubing or wearing. One of them. It does feel like things have slowed down a little bit, but hopefully the next area will be better for our generic murder. Paragon 37. There's the big one. Right, you're gone. Yeah, things always slow down when you don't actually have any elite packs to kill. Oh, there's some more. Let's get some more unconventional warfare going on these guys. Keep the revives up. And even more. Oh, this is actually really good for us. Okay, Rift Guardian time. Who have we got? Ah, hello, Saxtress. Why not? We'll hit Saxtress with unconventional warfare as well. And that, as they say, is that. Let's head back to town. We'll put that point into movement speed. Finally up to 5% movement speed. Smart loot hell indeed. That sounds truly terrible. Okay, so we'll salvage those. We'll put our various gems in, and we are ready for another Greater Rift. Dum de dum de dum de dum de dum de diddly dum. Alright, won't be a second, and then we will be back off in. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. And Greater Rift, we're going to up it to level 17. And this will, you know, just prove that we can actually up it to Torment 3 properly. So much murder. So much murder. Man, I wish I had, like, an AoE skill on this character, in addition to all the summons and everything. I mean, I could go for the mages that fart everywhere, but I'm not that keen on them. I'm gonna get another level. There we go. Paragon 38. Another Garrigan level has come along. This is certainly storming through. Yeah, I was saying exactly the same thing earlier, Wallerfried. It may have been like a full season, almost like a full month between the seasons, but I think we can keep Garrigan levels going. There we go. Man, look at how fast we're getting through this. Crazy, crazy fast. It does help that unconventional warfare keeps coming back because our mobs are doing wonders at killing everything. I'm glad you agree. I'm glad you agree. And besides, it's not making fun of you. It's an in-joke to show that everyone on the channel cares. You know, it's like a shared humour. Shared memories. That kind of thing brings people closer together. Just like I'm sure Europe's going to joke about Brexit for many years to come. Come on, give me a big pack to fight. Not exactly the big pack I was thinking of, but, I mean, I will take it. I will take it. I've not found any wings. So I feel you, Hombre. I feel you. I don't get to play a huge amount, really. So I don't feel like I've been statistically unlucky. But yeah, it's one of those things where it'd be nice to find them, but knowing how rare they are, I don't see it happening. We can actually just move straight onto the next area. Let's put this Garrigan point in. There we go. Grab some more revives just before we move on. And you. Man, it's going to be so much better when I can get my mages out for longer. I am looking forward to getting that ring. If I get lucky enough to get it, of course. I mean, I have sometimes gone for a specific build throughout a season and I've never found one of the key items. And there's nothing that's like more frustrating than like having almost everything but not quite. So, Wallerfried, you'll know this. Whereabouts can you get the falcon wings from? Gardens of Hope first tier. Thank you very much for clarifying that. Because as and when I get free time, I can always like dive into the game and have a go. And if it's somewhere that's easy to get to like that, then why the hell not? Ooh, 150 runs. It is a lot, but it's also a very small data set. So if there's like a 0.5% chance, you've still not got a significant chance of finding it. Phylactery, a ring, and Boyaski's chip. Well, if we were going for thorns, that'd be kind of cool. Let's carry on putting in Bane of the Powerful. That looks like Nagel ring. Oh no, Broken Promises. Well, and Lost Time. Oh, an Ancient Lost Time. Cold skills reduce the movement speed of enemies by 30%. In addition, your movement speed is increased by 5% for 5 seconds. I'll hold on to that. I'm not going to use it with this character. Do I have any cold skills on at the moment? No, I don't. But we could very easily switch across to some. But this, for the moment, is very useful. And eventually, we're going to have, obviously, the 2-piece set, so... Oh, that's good to know, Wallerfried. That is very good to know. Right, Broken Promises. You know what? I'm actually going to put Broken Promises straight in the cube. Boyaski's chip can go down here, and the other bits can be salvaged up. So let's go and put this in the cube, because we don't already have a ring in there. So extract legendary power. Broken Promises. There we go. Okay, and now that we've done that, one more goblin run and then one more rift run. Ah, damn it, I forgot to hand that in. Oh god, I am such an idiot. Every single time I do that, I facepalm so hard. So hard. Okay, back in we go. So easy to do as well because there's no confirmation when you're in town. So if you're not paying attention to the order you're doing things in, there it goes. There it goes. Still, it's only a little bit of experience. Easy enough to come by. I definitely heard a goblin. Just a regular goblin. Still, I'm happy to kill a regular goblin. Actually, it sounds like there may be another goblin as well. Yep, I can definitely hear another one. Ooh, down there. Blood Thief. Alright. I will take it. I will take it. Extra blood shards are always welcome. We're actually pretty close to our limit, so we should probably use these when we get back to town. Good luck, Ombre. I hope you managed to find it. I mean, I'm tempted to have a look myself, but I want to look up the locations where it can spawn first. Okay, so we're going to go to Kadala, and then we're going to run a rift. So, Kadala, you're giving us shields. That's what you're doing. Hey! Jetta's Skull Shield! And the Freeze of Deflection. Oh, well, this is going on you, and this is going on me. We lose quite a bit of damage, but we can re-roll that +2 life into something, I suppose. Oh yeah, look at that. I am quite happy about that. So that means we can now focus on one-handed weapons, or we can do upgrades. So let's... I quite like the way that looks, actually. 14% life we could potentially turn into more chance to block. Not worth it. Regenerate life per second we can turn into vitality. That is worth it. Doesn't look like we can get more damage on it. Intelligence is already pretty high, so let's... And we've already got critical hit chance. So yeah, let's re-roll this. Don't really care about blocking. We'll put a socket in it for the moment. 825. Yeah, that's exactly it. Life regen to vitality. $991, that'll do. That is close enough. And that is a pretty beefy shield. 44% more life than our last one. So that means that our last one can actually go in here. Ready for moving across as well. And we're going to salvage all of these up. And we've still got a hell of a lot of blood shards left. So, salvage, salvage, repair. And then Kandala. One-handed weapons, please. Well, we've got 2 that we could potentially upgrade. I'll try upgrading one of them. Yeah, you're right with that. It's just I can't help myself. I really can't help myself. So we're going to upgrade this one. We just about got enough. Oh, we got the funerary pick. Okay, well that'll do for our other character. We're not going to use it for this one. But yeah, I'm very, very happy about finding that, and it's an ancient one. That is damn awesome. Okay, so salvage up. Actually, we're going to up the difficulty to Torment 3. So game settings. And let's hop into a rift. And I'm going to remember to actually hand this one in at the end. Hello, monsters. This is quite a busy rift. We don't really need that shield pylon, but we'll grab it anyway. I mean, we've got a hell of a lot of damage reduction all over the place. Wow, even more. Yes, please. Give me all the good stuff. Woo! Look how fast we're getting through this rift. It is absolutely stonking along. This is what happens when you get a good arrangement. And yeah, they are. Really, the only time I should be doing that is when I've already got all other slots filled, and even then, it's arguable as to whether it's worth it. My god, it is all getting rather busy in here, isn't it? No brown trousers moments, though. We seem to be able to face tank this all quite happily. Come on. Ah, stop teleporting me around all over the place. That's inconvenient. Do not like being moved. There we go. Very, very busy. Yeah, I know. Face tanking is very, very bad. It's only because the difficulty is not as high as we could be on. But that's because I'm not convinced about our damage levels at the moment. More than anything, I don't want to spend hours running through a rift when we could get Greater Rift Keystone at a lower level and start working on our gems. Yeah, it's just, it feels a little bit more efficient doing it that way. But certainly at this level with the setup that we've got, it was working. Air quotes, working. Yeah, in a way, the mages that we've got are a little bit like the Impale build because of the way they handle the single target damage. Come on, just get him done. Stand back just a little bit while those frozens go off. Grab the loot. Hey Adam, long time no see. How have you been, mate? Good to have you sticking your face in for the evening. We are running through our fun Walken Dead Necromancer, and he's doing alright actually. And that is why I love live chat on these streams. You guys are amazing. Talk about making someone feel welcome. Because you might have missed the season, I haven't actually died yet. I'm doing all right. Matrix has died, but it was off camera, so that one's a bit of a secret. Probably shouldn't have told you, but in fact, no, I did a full disclaimer on our season, on our Monday night gaming session. Everything feels a little bit unsettled because of it. Oh, thanks so much, Wallerfried. That's really kind of you to say. Alright, let's head on up and get a stun on these guys. And we'll do an unconventional warfare as well, because, you know, who doesn't love throwing skeletons at people? I mean, that's basically what it is. Unconventional warfare is just flinging skeletons at the bad guys. There we go, that's all of the mages that I could get out at that time. Oh no, mate, you never ever apologise. Life comes first. I will always be here telling bad jokes and making videos and streams and things. So, when life permits, come join us. The rest of the time, you know, you do you. But it is good to have you back. And I know what you mean about life being super busy. I mean, there's always that time when everything just kind of gets in the way. This is where we find out that Adam is in fact some kind of evil genius, and he's just like been working on an island somewhere in the Pacific on his latest supervillain weapon. Actually, that's the kind of thing I would do. I should look into buying an island at some point. You know, when this YouTube career takes off. I'll just remember, it's you guys that make it an awesome community. I'm just the idiot playing games that everyone seems to like watching. And there we go. Rhyme is down. 2 Greater Rift Keystones from that. That was alright. I just realised, because we put the difficulty up, there is actually the potential for goblins. So we can run across and do that in a moment. Let's hand this in. And then, while that is ticking down, we will go and check the Upper Realm of Cursed Fate. Three hits with bone spikes to replenish completely. That means we can get 3 mages out pretty comfortably for a moment. Only for a moment. But that's still gone pretty well. Ah, been down in Brighton for the day. I was actually talking with my lady about having a little seaside break. She suggested it, and Brighton was one of the places that we brought up as a potential. I used to love going along the pier there when I was a kid, so yeah, it'd be good to go back. Hope you've had fun down there. We'll just check out that last little bit in the corner, but this is not looking good for goblins this time. It really did, it really did. Alright, grab that. Get you killed. And we're going to head back to town and go into a Greater Rift. Actually, let's salvage up what we've got first. And we will drop all of these bits off. Actually, it's only a little bit of extra experience at the moment, but while we're getting through the lower levels, that 3.5% can actually make quite a bit of difference. It's not like we need the extra cooldown reduction at the moment. So we're going to go Greater Rift. We're going to push it up to Torment 4, and we'll see how we survive at that. This is actually going to drain the last of our money, though. See, putting that ruby in made all the difference to our experience gains. We'll put that Garrigan point in over there. Actually, let's try and get some armor going. Once again, face tanking when I really shouldn't be. This is a bad idea. It's okay though. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let's unconventional warfare the hell out of these guys. See? Everything's okay. Nothing to worry about at all. Don't worry about it, Wallerfried. I mean, I can be funny at times and sometimes not. But, I mean, yeah. supervillain in training. I do think it's maybe it was too close to home. Maybe that's what the problem is. Unless I miss something, and if I miss something, I'm sorry, but I mean, chat goes past so quickly. Have a good night, Phil. Good to have you stopping by as always. Do remember, if you're enjoying the stream, to give it a thumbs up. That's what YouTubers are supposed to say these days, isn't it? More seriously though, it does really, really help out the channel because YouTube obviously does its rankings based on what it thinks people are enjoying. So if you guys are enjoying it, it will actually show the channel to more people. Which helps me, and in theory that means I carry on producing more videos, etc, etc. Let's grab those. But then again, I mean, most of you are here all the time anyway, and you pretty much hit that button all the time, and I am so grateful and thankful for that. It's actually really, really nice when I finish a stream, and I know that like you've been there and chatting and stuff, and I go back to my analytics like a couple of minutes afterwards when it starts processing, and you can see the instant reaction there for the number of people that have been on the channel and how involved they've been, and it's heartwarming is what it is. So I really appreciate you guys being there. Thank you. Weapons of mass destruction. This is going a little bit slower than previous rifts have, as we'd expect, because obviously we've upped the difficulty. But it's good to know that we are certainly survivable at this level. Let's push on through and see if we can, I was about to say, get a pylon to help us. And that will do as long as we can actually find something to kill. Now with a power pylon, I don't actually need to oomph as much essence into the mages as I would otherwise, because they are still extra powerful. Although the power pylon has vanished now, so we should probably go back to doing things the regular way. Wait, don't make me run away. Don't like being moved around. And that actually raises a very, very good point. The Patreon has been mentioned in live chat. As much as I do appreciate the support that it does bring, it is not a required thing. And I love it when people choose to support me, but everyone has bills to pay. Everyone has responsibilities. And sorting your own responsibilities out first should always be a priority. I would love to be able to do this as a full-time job, but at the moment, I'm not able to do that. But I do eat well. I do sleep well. I have a place to sleep at night. I will not stop producing videos just because I don't get people supporting me on Patreon. But for those of you that want to and have the spare money, I do appreciate it. And it gives you little benefits like being able to affect the creative direction of the channel, and obviously chatting with yours truly, and other fun things. Right, let's push on down here. And we'll put that up as well. Speed pylon makes these rifts so much easier. Or so much more manageable, I should say. Just on a time level, we're about to get another Garrigan level. Garrigan 43. Let's back on out of the explosion just a little bit. Not because it's going to hurt us, but because, you know, these things are always a bit dangerous. Hell, if you wanted to do that, then I would name a specific shed after you on the map. And whenever I went to it, I'd be saying, I'm going to the Adam shed now. I would actually make it a drop point, and I would do a significant number of drops on that shed. Of course, that means I would need to actually draw up a custom, like I'd need to print out a copy of the map and then label it so that I could refer to it correctly each time. Oh my god. Just, like... Just go and kill this dude, please. Already. Unconventional warfare him. There we go. It's way too busy at that entrance. It's not what you want for the second level of a rift. Alright, that's still pretty good, pretty good. And we'll grab that up there. And a little spot more down here. It's nearly Rift Guardian time. And after that, we'll go and try and hunt some more goblins, and then we will jump into the final Greater Rift that we've got the keystone for. This rift is very much about the lightning at the moment. That's what it feels like. Just like, hey, what do you fancy going up against, Xander? Ah, lightning. Today we'll do lightning. And I've got the thing that makes me immune to arcane, so let's do one of the other ones. Hey, Amos, you wanna hop up? Hey, buddy. Oh god, right. Let's get some unconventional warfare on him. Perendi. And another little stun. And Perendi is gone. Belt and gloves and simplicity strength. Okay. So simplicity strength we don't really care about. We're going to carry on putting into Bane of the Powerful for now. Yeah, Rozok would be a good choice, Adam. Rozok would be a good choice. Hey, we managed to get a 30% upgrade out of that. I really should have spent that on one of the others. Okay, let's put this Garrigan point in. Krelms. Looks like we've got some decent gloves. Wallerfried, if you want a shed, then I'm sure we can arrange a shed. Trangle's gloves. That we are definitely going to hold on to. Let's head back to town and hand this in. Actually, remember to hand it in this time, and then we will go and find some more goblins. So Garrigan 45. Upping the difficulty really does make a difference. Okay, so Trangle's gloves. Krelm's belt can go in here, ready for putting in the cube. And Simplicity's strength can go over there. Drop, 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 drop. Now, it does actually make me think. So, we could do the Key Wardens at this level quite easily. We could do Rakanoth, and we could probably do Magda. So we could finish the season journey, except for the dual crafting recipes. I think I'll probably save a little bit to do another time. But knowing that we can survive Torment 4 makes me very happy. And we're going to up the difficulty, actually, just so that we remember that. Right. One more set of goblins, and then at least one more rift. Okay, right. So, in order for goblin hunting, we're heading over this way. Oh my god, Amos, just settle down a little. There you go. That's much more comfy, isn't it? Right, let's focus on this one while the focusing's good. There we go. Got your number. 22.3 million. You think you can hide in stairs? Well, actually, no, that's one that we had. Ignore me, I'm just, like, ranting at my own minions. Apparently, that's the way this Necromancer works. He's just like, in fact, it's probably drunk Necromancer. I think that's what it is. He's just like, ooh. Another goblin down there. I mean, we're going to have to actually really struggle to get to it in time. Yeah, just about. That's fine, they're going to finish him off. There we go. It's only a gem hoarder, but we obviously do need gems throughout the season, so it's worth getting them when the getting's good. You have a nice evening, Adam. And cheers again for stopping on by. In reference to that, I think even my mum knows Rammstein. Any more down here? No. Okay. Back to town we go. Okay. Greater Rift coming up. You know what? We'll take it to GR20. Because I think that's a good point. We won't be overdoing it. And we should be able to make good progress through everything. That S of Johan kicking off in the background there. You might have been a little bit young for that kind of concert at the time, Dark Shadow. Just a little. Hey, Garrigon 46. Alright, let's get another good pack together. There we go. Unconventional warfare. We are just about staying ahead of the time. If we can get a pylon or something, that'll obviously help us out. But this is probably the limit until we get some better weapons or better equipment. Or if I start getting better at actually running this character. All these things could help us. we go. A well-deserved death indeed. Right, let's get a whole bunch of minions out in this area. Right, you may be frozen, but I can stand back over here, and then I don't care. Frozen does not bother me that much. Channeling pylon. Right, let's push on quickly while we've got this. Not the best time to find a pylon. More unconventional warfare. Trying to keep a balance of the skills that I'm using. But obviously when the big hitters are available, you've got to use them. Man, they still hit so hard. They're like one-shotting each of these. When we get the crits, of course. 20.8 million. That'll do it. That was a little bit overkill there. There we go, that is a good selection of extra mobs helping us out. Yeah, so because the mage is a little bit like the Impale build for the Demon Hunter, except you don't have the level of control over them that you'd want for an Impale build, it plays a little bit weird in a way. Still, I do like it. It is a lot of fun. Take this big one down and then move on to the next area before all that poison hits. It's much of the same. Okay, that's fine. Aha! Problems are resolving themselves. And we're about to get another Garrigan level as well, which is always welcome. It's pretty good monster density in here. I am liking that, I have to say. There we go, Garrigan 47. Let's unconventional warfare these guys. In fact, no, they're almost dead. We will do those ones because it's a big-ish pack. And once again, it feels like we're storming along. And it's not specifically because we're doing better, it's just because this area has better monsters for us to be taking out. Yeah, Minion Master, definitely a fun build for me. So probably what I'll do between sessions is I'll work out exactly what I want for the final build plan, and I'll start actually linking to it in the descriptions of the videos so you guys can see. It may not be the most efficient, but I tend to go with stuff that's fun to play for me rather than just like perfectly efficient, and we are going to try several things throughout the course of this season, of course. So we won't just be sticking with one particular build. We're going to try out a bit of blood, we're going to try out a bit of cursing, we're going to try a bit of everything. Hopefully not a bit of dying though. This season is all about raising the dead, not actually becoming the dead ourselves. Yeah, that's me, Wallafree. That's me. I'm never the most efficient. Right, nearly Rift Guardian time. %99%. Right. So those arcade meeps really don't bother me at all. And Escandial is gone. Chest armor and pain enhancer. Well, that's okay. Let's see what we're going to do with this. It's not worth us putting it in Bane of the Powerful at the moment. Let's carry on doing Mirror and Eye. And we'll put this and this in. So that chest armor is Heart of Iron. Well, I mean, we could go for a Thorns... No, Thorns-based Necromancer is a bad idea. I mean, we do have Boyarski's chip, but we'd need to go Legacy of Nightmares to do that. Yeah, so I'm going to go for pretty much every single one that I can. We've got, obviously, Tragor's Claws, but the more I find, the more options will become available to us. Let's put Heart of Iron in there. And we will hand this in. And then we're just going to talk to Kadala very quickly. So, Garrigan 49. 2 Garrigan levels from finishing that. Awesome. Okay, so... what else could we go for? We could go for braces. We could go for chest armor. You know what? We want that helmet. We want that helmet. And we didn't get it. That's okay. We'll salvage these bits up. Anyway. Okay. And with that, I think it's actually going to be time for me to finish. I'm afraid I have a full day planned tomorrow, so I need to get my ugly sleep, otherwise I am going to be far too gorgeous for the universe to deal with. Thank you so much for stopping by for the stream. If you have enjoyed it, then do remember to give me a big thumbs up. For those of you who've been here for live chat, it has been a pleasure as always playing this game with you. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll probably be back at some point on Sunday, although I don't know what I'm going to play then. But I'm sure it'll be fun, and I hope you can join me. See you soon.